channel Single and Strong Mom. I am Parminder and I'm excited to share 9-step proven tested strategy to improve your students' grades. Why? Because I have tested on my kids. Their grades went up without me checking their homework every day, without me reminding them every day, irritating them if I believe them or not. If I love them only if they have good grades, or I love them because they're my kids. It solved so many issues between us. Less conflict, or I would say almost no conflict. Staying calm, our bonding is stronger than ever. How to improve your students' grades without screaming, yelling, without making them read and write extra hour, without getting upset on them, without feeling conscious what grades they're gonna get, and how their grades go up suddenly, without trying to make them read and write extra, okay? So all the strategies that I'm going to share are not going to include writing extra page, reading extra an hour. So I think you're ready. It seems so many steps, but it's like 1 minute, many of them, just 1 minute, just 30 seconds. So let's get into it. Number 1, waking up at the same time and being polite in the morning. For example, if one day I wake them up 6 a.m., then 8 a.m., then 7 a.m., there's no consistency and their brain can't process. It's not your students, it's not your kids who don't want to wake up. It's their brain telling them. It's confused when to wake up. Unless you turn on TV, they can wake up anytime, but to have a good routine, to have a consistent routine so their brain can focus, their brain can recognize, it's important to wake them up at the same time. If you don't wake them up, they'll wake up later, but they end up watching TV. But if you wake them up or wake up when they wake up, or you all wake up together, then you can follow the morning routine to set the tone for rest of the day. So 1, wake up at consistent time. 2nd, be polite. As I said, if I wake them up, I would tell them, good morning, you're so kind. You know your friends are waiting at school, let's wake up. Some parents, they're in a panic mode early morning. They're like, oh my God, I'm rushing to office and you need to go to work, I need to prepare breakfast. Come on, and you're saying everything. They're not even fully awake. You're saying everything in their ears. You're messing up their brain already, messing up their conscious mind, subconscious mind. And they wake up nervous, they wake up stressed. Now, when they're stressed, they can't focus. All they're worried that my mom woke me up very upset. When I go home, is she still upset, right? So when students are worried about something, they can't focus. So wake up 30 minutes early, do what you need to do, get your routine in place, and wake them up a little bit early too. If they need to wake up an hour early, wake them up 15 minutes earlier. So they have their time that they say 5 minutes more, 10 minutes more, so they still wake up on time. Being polite in the morning is very important. Waking up at consistent time is also very important. So focus on number 1. It's crucial. It's a foundation of all rest of the 9 steps. A calm mind can focus better and learn quicker. Number 2, express gratitude to your 5 senses. It's so basic, but it's very effective. When you express gratitude, it activates your positive emotions. When you have positive emotions, you can memorize things better. Now, just take an example. All the happy moments, all the moments when you were celebrating, you remember what dress you were wearing, how did you fix your hair, what kind of cake you had, who came at the party, right? But when you're stressed, you remember only half of it, correct? You only remember how someone was taunting you. You don't know everything else that happened in the environment, correct? So same, when you express gratitude, it activates your positive, happy emotions and it improves your memory. Now 5 senses, because without 5 senses, we'll be dependent on someone else. Easy, it takes a minute. I'm grateful, I have warm clothes. I'm grateful, I can hear my teacher. I'm grateful, I can see my books. I'm grateful, I can speak to my friends. I'm grateful for the fresh air. So when you have positive emotions, it will automatically improve your memory. Expressing gratitude improves your memory and reduces anxiety, which kills the memory, right? Students that are grateful, that practice grateful, are more attentive, more engaged. Those are the kids who raise their hand when there's a pop quiz in the classroom. It's important being grateful early morning. Before you even start making complaints, you're being grateful. From I'm running late to I'm grateful I can see, I'm grateful I can hear. Number 3, positive affirmations. 5 positive affirmations. Words paint pictures. We heard of it. And it's true. Whatever you say again and again to yourself, your brain starts believing it and act upon it. 5 affirmations can be anything, depends on what your student needs to improve on. Okay, it can be one affirmation I believe all students should have: I'm a leader, I'm smart, I'm confident, something along the lines. Now, what you can do, for example, you need to pick 5 affirmations for your student. Now, students can't pick themselves. If they are older, maybe they can if they're aware with the concept of affirmation. If they're not, then you give them the words, give them the idea, and they will come up with some of the affirmations themselves. For example, if you were to pick 5 affirmations, it could be: I am calm and confident, I am focused in my studies, I understand all my math formulas, I am friendly with my teachers and classmates, I am a leader. It's never too early to be a leader. So until they can come up with their affirmations, you give them the words. For example, if they go to PE, you can say, I'm very active physically and I'm strong. If they are doing any extracurricular activities, basketball, soccer, you can say, everyone is cheering for me, I'm excited, I'm doing great, I'm a champion. So you create those affirmations for them and give it to them. All you need to do, you practice affirmations every day. When you do it, they will do it better. If you skip it, they'll skip it. So parents needs to practice along with the kids. It's a teamwork. You tell them, but you don't practice, no, it's not going to work out. So you need to practice with your kids. Any affirmations repeated again and again for 21 days, 43 days, 90 days, it becomes a strong belief for your brain and you start acting upon it. Your body, your brain, your soul, everything aligns to help you achieve your goal. Now, when you have said so many positive things about yourself, you have expressed gratitude, you practice affirmations, it's very difficult for negativity to come around your kids at school or home. Now, when someone tries to bully them, they have this positive shield around them. Positive affirmations make students confident and they work harder. They don't give up. They believe in keep trying until they get it. They're more resourceful. Now, moving on to number 4. Compliment your siblings and parents. Hey Shreya, you are so kind and caring about your brother. And Aditya, you always make her laugh whenever she's upset. And it's true, he does. She's always sharing and caring and he's always making her laugh whenever she's upset. It's true. Compliment done in 10 seconds. Very easy. It creates a positive environment in the house. Makes everyone smile. We have this going on, you should too. Moving on to number 5. Number 5, breath work. How do you breathe? When you take a deep breath, it improves your brain performance. See, as I said, we're not gonna read extra or write extra pages, but we're gonna nurture our roots so our kids can bloom. Cool? But it's not just a deep breath. There's a little strategy. If they're not used to, you start by 3, by 3, by 3. 3 deep breaths. 3 seconds to inhale, then you hold on to it for 3 seconds, and then you exhale for 3 seconds. Now, when they're taking deep breaths, you don't have to tell them. They, by default, are gonna focus on their breathing because they have to hold on. They're counting seconds, 1, 2, 3, and they're taking a deep breath. And it helps them to focus on one thing at a time, which they really need when they do their exams. Focus only on exam, not on the games, not what someone said, but focus, focus, focus. So deep breaths. How long would it take? Another 1 minute. 3 seconds. So 9 seconds each breath. That's 27 seconds, less than 30 seconds this activity. Number 6, 3-minute meditation. Only 3 minutes, not 15 minutes, not 30 minutes, only 3 minutes meditation. Research has shown and proved 1% of the people that are extremely successful, I'm not talking about someone rich, someone wealthy around the corner in the city. No, I'm talking about worldwide. People that are very successful, extremely successful. We all look up to them. For example, Tony Robbins, Jay Shetty, or Wing Chiang, or Coach BSR. Anyone, any country, any culture. They all practice meditation for minimum 15 minutes every day. 15-minute meditation sets their day, sets them to become successful. Now, meditation is very overlooked, that it should be practiced once you're older, you're retired, maybe you're 50 plus, 70 plus. No. It's ancient way of learning how to sit still, focus, and learn and be successful. It's ancient, but it's the most powerful tool that's underlooked. But we need to make sure we have our kids practice from early on. Why we wait for ourselves to be 60 or wait for our kids to fail and fall and discourage and then practice meditation? No, we need to do it early on. Now that you know why we should practice meditation, now here's what you need to do. In meditation, your kid's not gonna suddenly sit straight. First, you practice meditation. It's possible they disagree because it's boring for them, right? They wanna play. Why would they sit straight and meditate? It doesn't even make sense to kids. You practice in front of them. You make sure you practice in front of them. You need to stay calm and there should be no distractions, correct? But meditation is, after a point, you can be in the middle of crowd and you can still practice meditation, but that takes a bit longer. But for the beginning stage, as a parent, to help your kids, all you need to do, you practice meditation in front of them. They are playing, you just tell them, please be quiet, 3 minutes all I need to practice meditation. Now that you do for 3 days, 4 days, 1 week, they're gonna start playing along because they see how much distractions they can create, and you are still calm, you're not complaining, and you can be focused. And it's very enticing to them, like, how is it possible? I want to practice too. In my case, when I practiced for 3 to 4 days, my both kids came on board. And then we went from 3 minutes to 5 minutes to 6 minutes, 10 minutes, and then 15 minutes. But it can go up and down, okay? There can be a day when they feel like, I don't feel like it. You still practice. It's all about consistency. Meditation improves attention span. Meditation teaches them how to sit straight and listen to their teacher. Does it mean if they meditate, they listen to their teacher? Yes. Why? Because if they can sit quiet, think of nothing. And now we will talk about what they're going to think about, okay? But for now, if they can learn how to sit straight and focus on nothing else, no distractions, they're automatically going to sit straight and listen to their teacher at school. Close their eyes and just sitting like this for 3 minutes. Smile on the face, chin a little bit up, and do meditation for 3 straight minutes. They're gonna focus at school too. Step 1 for meditation is have them sit simply. Maybe their eyes are open, they're peeking through, they're sitting straight, or they're messing with each other, playing around. But they will slowly, gradually get to the stage where they tell each other, let's be quiet and focus. It takes a lot more responsibility on parents' side than kids. If you're consistent and whatever they're talking about, you don't entertain them, but you stay focused. They will learn and follow along, and eventually you will feel this calmness in the room. You don't have to find a specific place. Wherever you are, you can practice meditation on the bed, on the floor, but sit straight and just focus. Now, their question is, I have so many thoughts in my mind. What can you do? What you can tell them? They can chant Om. When they have something vocal, when they're speaking word Om, they are focused on the word Om. Or they can think of the nature, rising sun, a beautiful garden. Anything they can stay focused on, something they cherish. Not video games, not punching, but something related to nature or spirituality, okay? Now 3 minutes meditation. Do it for a few weeks and then increase it to 5 minutes, and it improves their attention span. They can focus for a longer period of time where you don't have to chase them, but they can sit straight, finish their homework, they can sit straight, focus in their exams. Step number 7 that has helped my students improve their grades: visualization. Visualization can be related to affirmations, right? We don't want them to visualize about video games. So what we want to do, we tell them, for example, as I gave example earlier, that I am understanding all the math formulas. I know the math formulas. They can imagine themselves doing the exams easily. They can imagine themselves they're getting A+ in all subjects. They can imagine they're getting along with their classmates and teachers. They can imagine if they're in extracurricular activities that everyone's cheering for them. And this is how I created the environment for them, which you can follow too. When you have family members, you gather all together and cheer the name. For me, I had my daughter and myself, and we were cheering him up like, Aditya, Aditya, oh my god, Aditya's here, Aditya is a champion. I'm so excited to see Aditya. Now he has something to think about. He can think about his school grades, he can think about how much he's getting along with his classmates and teachers, and he has the feeling to feel in his visualization, because you have to have feelings in your visualization in order for it to come true. So I, as a parent, created those feelings for him. And vice versa. I did the same for my daughter. We were cheering her. Like, Shreya, Shreya, you're a great artist. I love your art. You are friendly. You are caring. You're a champion. My son and I were cheering for Shreya. Now when she can visualize her grades going up, getting A plus in all subjects, and she can imagine herself as a champion. Now when she is a champion, she already knows what to feel. She already knows how to respond. She's not going to be one of those people who are successful and they don't know how to speak in the mic. Because of visualization, students are very confident. It improves how confident they feel. It improves how they communicate. They're loud, they're proud, they're excited. Imagine your kids going to school with excitement instead of, I have to go. No, you told them their friends are waiting. You've told them they're doing great. You told them they are brave. You built this foundation early morning, so they're gonna go to school with excitement and come back with excitement because they know you are cheering for them. That's what visualization does to them, to their brain. They're excited, they're happy, they're positive, and now when they're going, everyone can feel the positive vibration from them. Now moving on to number 8, reading. 20 minutes, not 30 minutes, not 40 minutes, not 2 hours. Now I have made reading 2 in 1 step, okay? 1 step, but 2 different steps in 1 step, number 8. 20 minutes reading, 15 minutes normal reading, how they want to read. 5 minutes, they're gonna do mouth exercise, their vocal exercise for their voice. What it does, it helps them pronounce clearly, talk with confidence and clarity. And these are the 2 exercises you can try. 1, 15 minutes done, okay? Now, if you do 20 minutes reading and then add 5 minutes, then they're gonna feel it's extra task. But in 20 minutes, if you can manage 15 minutes reading and 5 minutes it's still reading, but in 5 minutes you do mouth exercise or voice exercise, it becomes easy on you as a parent and it's fun for the kids because they're done like 20 minutes. I'm gonna do whatever I do within 20 minutes, right? So it's enticing to them. Now, what you can do, either for 5 minutes, they speed read and loud, okay? Loudly speed reading, but clearly. Second, they can read slow, but every single word pronounce fully. It's not like I'm pronouncing fully, no. I am pronouncing fully how it's supposed to be. So they're reading each word with clarity, correct pronunciation, and it's loud. And I can feel, while I'm giving example, I can feel the my mouth muscles are saying what's happening suddenly, right? Anyhow, so that's 2 in 1 in number 8. Moving on to number 9, the last step. Number 9 is exercise. It varies, it depends. If you should, when you should, what kind of exercise you should. Now what exercise does to you, you physically feel strong. When you feel physically strong, you mentally feel strong, you emotionally feel strong. That's why having some type of sport, soccer, football, basketball is important, or running, walking, some type of physical activity. If they have PE at school on Monday and Wednesday, then have them do exercise Tuesday and Thursday. If they have PE at school on Tuesday and Thursday, then have them exercise Monday and Wednesday. Now what you do when you have PE at school, at home you can do your eyes exercise, some type of exercise every single day. When you do physical exercise, it improves your blood flow to the brain. You can focus more, you can think better, you can be resourceful, you don't give up because you're feeling physically strong, you're feeling emotionally strong, correct? So PE, physical exercise, is very important. That's number 9, which can be skipped or less time, or simple walking and stretching depending on the day, depends on the age, depends on if there's any medical condition or not. It can vary, but it's needed, it's important, it must have 9 steps. So I went over 9 steps. That's a proven, tested strategy I have applied. I have seen the result. Our bonding became better and greater. Now let's review quickly. Number 1, waking up at same consistent time, no different times, and waking them up with compliment. Hey, wake up, your friends must be waiting at school. Oh, my sharing and caring kiddo, wake up, you're so smart, you're so kind. So that's number 1. Number 2, expressing gratitude to 5 senses. Without 5 senses, if any of them is missing, we are dependent. We're not gonna be as happy and independent. So 5 senses, something very basic, but it creates positive emotions. Number 3, 5 affirmations about your school, about your grades, teachers, everyone. You're creating that positive environment for yourself, and it encourages you to continue learning. Number 4, compliment your sibling and parents. Early morning, instead of complaining, she doesn't listen to me, she hit me, but they are complimenting. Now it creates positive environment in the house. Number 5, breath work. 3 by 3 by 3. 3 seconds inhale, 3 seconds hold on to it, 3 seconds exhale. And then you can increase to 4 seconds and 5 seconds, so on, it depends. But start with something basic, 3 seconds, it'll be easy for them to practice. Number 6, meditation, which helps them to improve their attention span. You tell them what to imagine. While meditation, it's not imagination, but they're gonna imagine something, so you might as well tell them to chant Om, or you tell them to think of a nature, beautiful garden, or rising sun, something positive and progressing, okay? Now, number 7, visualization. Again, you give them words, you give them images to imagine, you create the environment, you cheer for them. Aditya, Shreya, you're a champion, you're smart, you're kind. I love seeing you. Oh my God, there's Aditya. Oh my God, Shreya's there. So you create that environment for them. Number 8 is reading, which has 2 parts. 20 minutes reading, 15 minutes reading regular, and 5 minutes is a mouth exercise or voice exercise. Reading out loud in speed or fully pronouncing. It can be slow but loud and pronounced fully with confidence. Number 9 is a PE, physical exercise, which improves your confidence, make you physically strong, emotionally strong, and you're ready for the day. Now imagine you do all these 9 things in the morning. How long does it take? You wake them up anyway, number 1. Number 2 is gratitude, takes a 30 second. Affirmations take 30 second. Then there is a compliment siblings, take a 10 second, right? Now, what's the 5th one? 5th one was meditation. So that's a 3 minutes. Then there's a breath work, 3 minutes. Then there's a visualization, 3 minutes. Then there's a reading, 20 minutes. Exercise, it can be 10 minutes. So altogether, it's probably within 30 minutes. What does it say according to the research? How long you should spend with your kids? You should spend 10 minutes one-on-one. That's your 30 minutes together with your kiddos already. So you spend time, you set their day, you have a family time early morning, and they're gonna go to school with confidence and come back with confidence. This 9-step early morning routine, it's not early morning, it's not 4 a.m., right? If they wake up 7 a.m., wake them up 6:30, and you make sure you're ready by 6:30 to spend time with them, half an hour. 9 steps and 30 minutes every day is worth helping them stay calm. It's worth to strengthen your bond and improve their grades dramatically. It can save you from going to therapists, it can save you from going to counseling, it can also save you time of yelling and screaming. It does a lot of benefits to your kids and your relationship with each other. So it's worth it. Please apply these 9 steps and leave the comments below. Let me know, how did you feel the process when you applied? Because it takes a 1 minute, 30 second, 1 minute, 30 second, only reading 20 minutes, which require anyway. But if you take care in the morning, you don't have to worry about all day long. Read 20 minutes, read 20 minutes, read 20 minutes, right? So before signing off, I request you all to follow the steps and help yourself and your kids, your students, to create better connections at school and improve their grades, create a positive environment. I'll see you in the next video to cover evening routine, how they should go to sleep. And before you go, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel to hear more of the strategies that are useful, because I share what's important to parents and their kids.
That only prove, and this is when love